Yo, we are back with Terra Invicta, going into part 2 of today's episode.
Taco Bell, if you're listening, you should sponsor us.
This episode of Terra Invicta sponsored by Taco Bell, but actually not really. It's really sponsored by M.
That is accurate.
Yes, that's the true thing. Because
I'm going to now commit to writing a taco jingle for our show.
Okay. All right. We'll check back in at the end of the episode and see how that's coming along. In the meantime.
Okay.
Takely just joined a demon hunting organization, which is pretty fun. Just remember if you summon a demon to the material plane, you will get -10 on your affiliation score.
What if someone she knows does that?
-2.
I was just being sarcastic.
Better not screw this up for me, guys.
Yeah, if any of you end up like associating with or consorting with demons, we will get negatives to our affiliation.
What if we accidentally summon a demon?
I don't think that counts. You have to consort.
I'm going to go learn magic explicitly so I can summon.
You can ruin Takewee's affiliation.
I will ruin this woman's career.
You'll probably also be kicked out of the Order of St. Cuthbert if you did that, though. So
not if I clear it with Father Valentine.
It'll be for a good cause, you know?
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do, Takewee, is if you get a fiendish graft, symbiont, or other boon from a demonic source. So don't do that. You get a -20.
Don't do that. Ooh.
So.
Well, I only have 3, so.
Yeah. But even if you're like a really high level person, you'd go all the way down. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you get to a Blade Warden in the Order of the Bitter Curtain, you may requisition 1 minor magic item per month, and you can expect Order members to come to your aid, bail you out of prison, etc. As a Fury Knight, you get +1 on attack rolls and weapon damage rolls made against demons, just flat. You must defeat a demon of CR 9 or greater to attain this title. And 30 or higher, if you get to the highest level of the Order of the Bitter Curtain, you become a favored vessel. And that means the new gods take a personal interest in you. You gain a cohort of one of the creature types usually associated with one of the new gods, and you have advantage on saving throws against demon-based effects.
Wow.
Now, if it's Miggy that takes a personal interest in her, it would be the second time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's married happily.
Yep, very happy.
I hope after 150 years, you know.
I'll confirm that for you right now, Alyssa.
Okay.
He's still happily married. Don't worry about it.
Because Ari is still pretty messed up.
They're living their best life. And the last, this is actually my favorite of the faction symbols, is the Order of the Bitter Curtain. I think it's so cool. So that's cool. That's the symbol.
I think it looks pretty hot, actually.
Okay. All right. So I've been watching The Office again, and our interaction, Seth, just remind me of Michael and Toby. Like, I'm sorry, but I just like everything that just comes out of your mouth. It's just like, oh, nope. Don't like that.
You're saying I'm Michael because I'm really funny?
All right. All right.
It's funny because I didn't even watch The Office.
Yeah. Let's see here. What do we have still? Okay, cool. So, I assume we kind of just cut forward at that point, right? Takewee goes back to the manor. Everybody kind of reconvenes. And so really at this point, you know that Lavinia is getting the Dawn Council, the ruling body of Calibor, to look into all of this and make sure the Cordero family gets their slap on the wrist or whatever else they're going to get. And help, make sure the Lotus Dragons that they get shut down. In that time frame, what do you guys want to do? Is there anything that would be happening of import during that time frame? There is something that happens after that kind of like paperwork is done and all that stuff. There's going to be something that happens. But in the meantime, if there's anything you want to do before we close out the season, feel free.
I got a crap ton of gold from that one guy, and I don't remember how. I need to split that with you all. But to be honest, I don't remember how much it was.
We can probably scroll up. It's probably up there. Before all this fighting.
And I'm assuming you all update me because I have no clue that he killed his family. I was a little dead during that time. I apologize to all of you, and especially to Lavinia.
Yeah, don't mention it. This sounds wrong. No, that was right.
Yeah, she's like,
it's okay. You're back.
I forgive you as long as Lavinia forgives you.
I think it's 200.
Guess who's back?
I think this is it.
Back again.
I'll copy this for you, Alyssa.
Back. Slay demons.
Nice. Yeah, I remember it being close to almost it was a lot. Hold on, what's 10 PP?
Platinum pieces. 10 of those is worth 100 GP.
Yeah, because there's all that plus all of the stuff that we rated from the room.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
I think you guys already split. Oh, did we do anything?
No, we didn't.
Did you
just put that in the party gold for now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't split anything.
Take all of that. Let's figure out how much that is.
I will add up all the stuff from last time because I have it all in front of me that I will just add up the value and let you know.
Sounds good.
Can we assume we just traded in the gemstones and everything, all that stuff for gold then? Yeah, because I didn't write it down what we got. I don't generally write down the gold. We don't split it next session. While Emily's adding up, well, actually, do you want to just wait for her to finish with that, or
it's up to you?
Because I think Deli probably would have a conversation with Takui if she'd allow it.
Yeah, she'll allow it.
So if at some point Takui's sitting down or something, Deli would just kind of come up and sit next to her awkwardly for a little bit. Would Takui say anything, or would she just kind of sit there quietly too?
I mean, I think Takui would just kind of I think she would just sit there quietly and just let Deli talk first.
Okay,
I think she's knows that you want to say something, so she's just I'll just wait for you.
I think after a minute of realizing that Takui's not going to say anything, Deli just kind of trips up and goes.
So, what was it like?
What, death?
Yeah. I've always wondered.
Takui thinks.
Never exactly had someone who could tell me. So.
Well, I don't remember much. I saw the god of death's face.
Really?
Screamed at him.
Oh. What did he think of that?
He just stood there. Yeah. We're not a big fan. We have in my culture, we have a reverence for death. We have this phrase called death is the road to awe. But we also have a very interesting relationship with the god of death himself because, well, the god of death used to be a genasi like me. And then, well, this new guy took over and he's okay, I guess.
Okay.
Dolly kind of shakes her head, mentally thinking, wow, I do not care about any of this.
But she's just I don't remember much. Just
did it.
That's one of the consequences of coming back to life is that you really don't remember much.
So you don't remember if it hurt or if it was scary or anything?
It didn't hurt, but I do remember being scared, but not because I was dead, but because I thought you all were going to follow me.
Oh, well. I'm glad we didn't. Okay. I just always kind of been scared of death, so knowing it doesn't hurt, well, at least except for the whole, getting killed part, I guess. And it's kind of a relief.
I promise you it's not what you think it'll be.
I'm confused.
I don't even fully know. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, Deli, because I'm not going to let you guys. I'm going to do my best to make sure that doesn't happen to you all, even if it means I have to sacrifice myself every time.
Oh well, don't worry. We're here to help. We'll try not to let you do that either.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Remind me, I don't remember because it's been a couple weeks, but didn't like Deli like hug Taekwei's like corpse after she died?
I think so.
Okay. So
As
Deli's sitting there, she kind of feels like she wants to do that again, but she's like awkward because she's like, well, now she's alive. But she just kind of leans her head against Taekwei and says,
I'm glad you're back.
Taekwei, like, I don't know. I think she just was like, I think she just like takes a deep breath and like, puts her head like on yours also, but then quickly takes it back off, just like it's like almost like a pat.
And as you do that, she'll like Deli kind of goes away a little bit, like awkwardly, like, okay, this is what we're not expected. And she goes,
I'm gonna go check on the fish.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that's how much gold we got. It was 56.60, and then also that is not including. There's a listed 600 gold piece magic perfume.
Oh,
which
right.
Yep.
I didn't include that in stuff that we would have sold or just like had gold worth of. So we also have magic perfume that I don't know what it does.
I remember talking about it. I don't remember what it does either.
Yeah,
I
so
remember being
each
interested
dose
in it.
gives you like advantage on charisma saves or something like that, or charisma checks or something like that. Let me find it.
I did not write this down.
So we
Yeah,
each get
I don't-
1,415 gold pieces.
Sounds right.
Is that what I'm seeing? 1,415 each.
Yeah.
Oh, or is that just from the Lotus Hideout?
That's just from the Lotus Hideout
Okay.
stuff. I didn't
I think
do anything else.
I think I'll probably put. So let's see. You said that the platinum pieces they're worth 10 gold.
Yeah,
apiece?
basically you have you currently have 640 GP worth of stuff from that other one.
I think I'll put that in the party.
In the party
gold.
one. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
So yeah, I have like party gold like just in my character sheet.
Yeah, so just add it to that and we would.
So
Yeah.
how much do the rest of us get then total then? I'm confused. I was writing down notes.
It's whatever 5660.
14.15.
Yeah, divided by whatever.
So what were you saying about the perfume?
Something about Christmas shows. 1415 GP.
Yeah.
What about this? I've written down in the my treasure area on my character sheet. I have 118 GP, set of silver flensing knives with ivory handles, 1600 copper, 800 silver, 70 gold, silk sash threaded with copper, a carved wooden orb, bronze cloth gloves. The +2 hand crossbow, which I'm sure is the one.
I think that's other things we pilfered.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
just
can-
did the stuff from the end of the last session
Okay.
that
Yeah,
we.
so you can do whatever you
hadn't
want with that,
divided yet.
Audrey.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
do, and for you guys, I'm doing 140 platinum and 15 GP as a simple way for just that's how I'm. It's a simpler way if you guys won't do that.
I think probably the simplest way is to just do it in GP because that's the standard for everything. But
Yeah.
I already
I'll
have
totally
GP.
up to you. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
I'm just trying to make
It's your money.
I'm also
Use it when you
smaller
need
and
it.
don't have as much strength, so I can't carry.
I mean,
It's your
yeah,
money and you need it now.
honestly, we can just say everyone's carrying it in platinum or whatever, but you can just mark
Right.
it as gold because it's easier to keep track of.
Keep
that way,
track
but-
of.
It's a smaller number this way.
Yeah. So the
Actually, I guess. Oh wait, never mind. This math isn't so bad. I'll
the
do it all in
doses
gold.
of perfume grant the wearer advantage on all charisma checks and saves for 1 hour. And there are
And
6
how many
doses.
doses?
6 doses, 100 GP each.
Dang, we got so much gold.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember. Okay, what percentage of it has to go to the Adamant League?
10%.
get
Yeah, 10% of whatever you
10%.
make goes to the Adamant League to
Okay, so I need to get
pay
rid
for
of
guild fees.
And I'm also paying. I'm just giving my people 150 gold to make it easier.
to not have to do. I just have to eat things.
Okay, so I've got my proper amount on here. Oh, hey, if I tell the Adamant League the names of the Pantheon, would I get a +1?
Say it again.
If I go tell the Adamant League the names of the gods of the Pantheon, will I get a +1 to my score?
Inducting you into this organization was a mistake. Yes, you would. Yep.
I don't know that I would, but I'm just like,
Yeah, no, take what you know. If you went and told them like, hey, so I joined this secret organization and this is the stuff they told me. Here's some like info about the gods of the world. Yes, you would get a +1 for sure.
Hey, Caleb, I have because I was checking my affiliation,
Mhm.
and I have like for recovering magic item, magic perfume I recovered, but I also have magic color written down.
Magic color.
I have no idea what that means.
I don't either.
Was there something else we got?
I don't.
Not in. I have nothing referencing to magic color anywhere.
We did. Wait. Oh, well, I don't think this would have been, but no, Jordan, no.
Yeah, no clue what that could be.
That might have been an older thing, and it might just have put it in order.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I didn't. I don't think I made that up. I just have it.
Yeah, I
know
don't know what that is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking through the stuff and I don't see anything. So
Okay, I don't know what it is, but
Me
I'm
neither.
pretty sure I didn't make it up.
I'm
cool.
gonna buy
Well,
some potions.
yeah, if you can do any purchasing of anything you would like to do.
No.
Though we don't necessarily need to make the last hour of this like a shopping expedition per se.
We could do that.
We can do that
off
kind of offline. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't. So you're saying we can't have a shopping montage?
I mean, you can, but it's just going to be a
It's
bunch of
fine, it's
math.
fine.
Like,
Actually, you know what's kind of crazy? We actually can't even. We can't go past like that. We can't even go down that far on the magic item list because they go from 500 to 2,500 really quickly.
Yeah.
So we can't even get that fancy.
Really
magic item.
quickly, as in row 212.
Well, I mean, I just mean there's no
between
transition
500
from like
and
yeah,
20. Yeah.
it
that's
jumps
insane.
up 2,000 immediately.
Okay.
There's a bunch of weapons of warning.
But yeah. Any more like conversations or errands or anything like that you guys want to do besides shopping in that time?
Father, just assume Father Valentine knows all.
Okay, sounds good.
Even like there's probably like some parts of the love letters that I like relay because I like don't understand the meaning, and he's probably like,
Oh.
and I'm like, and just like have no idea. And he's
Yeah,
like, okay,
That's
little
funny.
child.
Guys,
The
spider climbing.
the money that I had like written down, I'm just gonna split up between everybody. So you can also get another 47 gold, 200 silver, and 400 copper.
Are you giving away all your gold again?
No,
Well, he grabbed a
like,
bunch of it just by himself when he was looting that one room.
Was that the chest that you got the crossbow out of? Like, was there more in there? Is that
yeah, it
what
was
this
that,
is?
and then also a chest in the guy's bedroom, which was right next door. He grabbed a bunch of stuff like that, and so he just never divided it up. So
what is the carved wooden orb?
I think it's just worth 25 GP. I think it's just a like art object, basically.
Okay, and then bronze cloth gloves.
I think same thing. I think those ones are all 25 GP worth, if I remember correctly.
Well, I mean, is that like actually armor or
no.
okay?
Let me. Yeah. So the silk sash, the carved wooden orb, and the bronze cloth gloves are all just art objects worth 25 GP each. So.
Okay, and there's no other significance to them.
Nope. Yeah. They're just valuable, because for their aesthetic value.
So you're saying we each can get 47, each get 200, each get 400
Yes.
copper? Okay. Got it.
And then I guess
Everything
with
is-
the other things that what about the flensing knives? Would we have any need for the flensing knives?
Not necessarily.
Deli could use them for cooking, but
I mean, yeah, if you literally just want to keep it, but they're like really valuable, so like you can just use regular cooking knives for that.
yeah,
right?
I know. That's what I was just joking. I was like, she could use them for cooking, but that's about it.
And Caleb, everything is like 10 copper to 1 silver, 10 silver to 1 gold.
Yes, it's all
right?
intense. Yeah,
Except for Electrum, which is the weird one.
yeah, but I don't think we've
Um,
ever done anything electro.
no.
So
How much are the silver flensing knives with ivory handles worth?
100 GP.
Okay, so one. So then 175 gold to party gold. Because I assume like just the random items we get, we put towards
just
party
sell,
gold,
yeah.
right?
Or
Yeah.
just put in, or just, yeah, you can do whatever you want with them. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Then yeah.
That all works. That all works just fine. But yeah, so any other last minute stuff that you guys want to make sure to take care of?
Did you have?
Mhm.
I was just asking Alyssa if she had that written down for the party gold. If you added the 175.
For 175, I can add it right now.
Yeah, 175, and that's for all the random items that I had.
Okay.
I guess the only thing I can think of is I would have brought the shown the perfume to what's his name? Alan Dale.
Allendale, yeah.
I'd have shown him the perfume.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, Chandelavre. Fascinating.
What?
Chandelavre, it says right here on the bottle, it's from Chandelavre. That's another plane of existence. This is
Oh,
fascinating. What do you know about the multiverse, Deli? He's just like looking it over in his
I
head.
saw this movie with Spider-Man.
Okay, all right. I knew it was going to happen, and I hated it anyway.
Have we talked about the multiverse?
Not in this
Or-
campaign, no, I don't think.
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, yes. Multiple planes of existence, all revolving around the material plane. It's quite a fascinating set of interlocking dimensions and other things of that nature. Chandelavre is in the highest realm. Some people call it the outer plane.
Oh,
It is
Okay.
plane 420.
how do you spell that?
Chandelavre.
So is
Which
it
is
like?
what makes it the highest.
So how did it
That's not what I was thinking at all.
get
about.
here?
I think that's how, I'll double check what I have in the notes here. Yeah, that's how you spell it.
Actually, no. Wait a second.
We feel like we have talked about this Because there was another thing we found that was not from this plane of existence.
Yes. From you're right. The poison, the drow stuff.
Yeah.
The drow stuff is from the Shadowfell. Yep. Yep. That's correct.
So this is like the stuff with the poison then.
Oh, yes. But that was the Shadowfell. That's the second plane of existence. There are, I mean, there's a lot of subplanes and demi-planes and all this stuff. But the main three, we have the Feywild, which is wild, physical, raw. We have the Shadowfell, which is ethereal and more mental in nature. And then we have the Outer Plane, or some people call it the Soul Realm. That is where the real magic happens, where the foundation of our existence is the soul. That's where we go when we die. At least as far as I've been able to peter out with my paltry research.
So this is like the second thing I found from a different plane of existence.
Lucky you.
Am I just... Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So this isn't normal then?
No, not typically. I mean, a collector can spend their entire life looking for this sort of thing and not find anything nearly as interesting. Certainly. I mean, drow poison and perfume from the very from the very Palace of Pleasure itself. It's quite interesting.
So should we be worried about this?
I mean, worried how? Why would you be worried?
I don't know why this is here. I'm
I've sure the person who bought it would know.
Existence before this.
I mean, are you thinking that these things are like finding you out as some sort of curse or something? Because that's not what's happening.
No. I thought I've never heard of planes of existence. All of a sudden, I know about two.
Well, you did join the collector's deli. I mean, that's just. I mean, not really a problem. No. I mean,
okay.
Deli. Listen, do you know what kind of organization you joined? I mean, this is literally our thing. You should be jumping off the walls in excitement.
I'm sorry. I just have never heard about this stuff before. I thought it was a bad thing.
I mean, well,
talking about other things coming from different existences.
Let's be real. The drow are evil, and the Palace of Pleasure and Shendelavri also evil. So, I mean, yes, they're bad, but like the items themselves aren't like inherently bad. So,
okay,
it would be a bad thing if you went there. Probably. I mean, I'm sure you could find all sorts of interesting things though if you went there, but you don't have to actually go there. I mean,
but I guess my question is, if things from bad places are coming here, does that mean people from bad places are coming here too? That's what I thought.
Let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that. And then he just like starts walking away, muttering to himself.
My perfume?
Oh, yes. Here we go. Are you sure you don't want to donate this to the collectors? It would be incredibly useful when we're on mission.
I'd have to ask the others about that. What happened to my voice?
I don't know. That was weird. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I'd have to ask the others about that.
All right. Well,
it's not exactly just mine to give away.
I mean, you could tell them you lost it.
No, I'm a bad liar, and you know that.
Ah, that's true. You're really bad at lying. All right. Well, let me know what they say.
Okay.
And you just hear him muttering.
+0 to charisma. That would not go over well.
Yeah.
Huh?
You just hear him muttering as he leaves. Shendelavri.
Deli just kind of looks at that and gets very worried.
Cool.
Okay.
Some good old foreshadowing there. Thank you for that, Seth.
Yeah, I figured, because you're like, wait, because as soon as you said some bad people are here, I'm like, then bad people are here.
Or at least someone went there and bought stuff for bad people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, which means bad people could come back as easily.
Yeah. Fascinating. I couldn't hear you, Emily. I think you.
Oh yeah.
No,
I said demons.
You can
Ooh.
anyone can look into the names further.
I would like to also, if I'm like talking to Father Valentine, ask him if there's any way he could help me find a friend if I have one of their objects to see if they're okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
AKA Juno's broken mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm
What's
trying to remember
going
in
on?
actual D&D rules, like what sort of spells can be used for that sort of thing.
Scrying.
Is it scry like you get bonuses because you have an item of theirs?
Mhm.
Okay.
If I'm pretty sure if you haven't one
Yep.
of their objects, you
Perfect. Yeah. Let's
Um,
take a look at that. Yeah, they could well, how much does scrying cost typically? Okay, the cost has a focus worth this amount, so it's not used up. Let's see.
How much they charge for it, I guess.
Right, exactly. That's what we're
To
gonna
the
have to find out.
labor. But I mean, if Father Valentine can cast it, then maybe that could just be her favor. But
yeah.
Right, it would just
Or
matter.
something.
Yeah, it's going to matter how much it typically goes labor-wise to cast a 5th level spell, because that will be how it works for like, let's see here. Here we go. Spell casting services cost per level.
Well, you could also do Wait, no, never mind. I was like,
If he was within 1,000 feet.
Well, I was thinking like, well, Darius found us all the time. I was like, nope, that's because he made us those little icons.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. What's the GP limit on your favor?
5,000.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, you can use it to
Do
have
our
them
characters
cast scry.
Do our characters technically speak Latin?
If you know Celestial, you know how to speak Latin.
Woo!
I speak Latin.
There you go.
I do.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Druidic and common.
common is
and Draconic.
the like typical European languages, so like English, French, German, Spanish, and Portuguese. Like those are all common. And basically how I think we've done it in the world is like the languages in this version of Earth are all way closer together. So like if you speak, it's basically just having an accent. If you're speaking common, it's like, do you have a French accent? Do you have an English accent? Do you have a Portuguese accent? You're all speaking common.
Was
Right.
Druid? Did we decide Draconic was Hebrew?
Draconic is Middle Eastern
so.
languages. Yeah. So it's like Hebrew and Aramaic and Arabic
Okay.
kind of all in one. Yeah.
What's Druidic?
Druidic is a sign language. So yeah, it's like a secret sign language.
Something else was a sign language. Oh, okay.
No, well,
That's
Thieves'
for-
Can is probably a thing you're thinking of, but Thieves' Can is like double speak.
Thieves' Can is tennis shoes thrown over
Also that,
a
yeah.
telephone wire.
Yeah.
No,
also that.
you know what I'm thinking of? I'm mixing this up with the one burning wheel thing where sign language was magic.
Where sign language is magic, yeah. Yep. Let's see here. Scrying, modifiers. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. The target knows you're casting the spell. It can fail this. Yeah, but he doesn't know who's going to be casting the spell on him, so he'll just make the save
he
as
won't
normal.
know.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make the
Given
roll
who
and we'll
he is, he
do the modifiers. Juno Tremulous.
you have to sing his name to find him.
Yep. Suddenly we're in the musical RPG. Okie dokie. Wisdom save. Modifiers. First hand. Oh, I guess the person casting it is second hand. You've heard of the target.
Yeah, they won't have. Yeah, it'll only be second hand.
So he's going to get a +5 on it. You have a possession. So -4. So now it's just +1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just what it is. It's just +1. He'll get a +1 on whatever this is. And it's, I guess, the caster's DC, right?
Yeah, and I would hope that like whoever we're getting is a good person.
I mean, they at least can
is
cast 5th level
talented at
spells. What's a
So
what
I would
level do
hope
you get
they
those
would
at
have
as a cleric?
a good spell DC.
Do you
Let
remember?
me check.
I want to say somewhere around 9.
That seems correct.
At least when I was checking because
9,
5th level is also
You
resurrection.
get them, yeah.
At level 9, yeah.
9.
Trying to think of what a good DC for that would be. What would they have? They would have. It's plus what? What is? How do you factor a DC like that? It's like plus your wisdom
It's
as a cleric.
plus your wisdom.
Plus your wisdom, yeah.
What's the base of it though?
The spell
Is it like
save.
9 plus or 11? I'm trying to remember.
It's 8.
8.
Okay, it's 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom. So it's 8
Perfect.
plus 4 because 9th level you have a 4th proficiency.
Perfect.
So it's 12 plus his wisdom mod.
Yes. So let's say it'll be a. Oh, my brain. 16? DC 16. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
See, that
Yep.
sounds fair.
That seems correct. All right, so he needs to get a 15 on his roll because it is plus 1.
I feel like
If he to succeed, which means he resists it, so he needs to get less than a 15.
I know we need.
He does. Yep. 12. Cool. So Anna, the guy tells you like, as he scries, he's like, "Oh dear, the young man in question is in a cage. He's being shipped somewhere. He's in a boat, I think. That's what it looks like. The hull of a ship in a cage. I assume someone's trying to sell him into slavery or something equally distasteful. I can't tell anything else about the environment exactly.
Is he injured?
I think slightly. He might be
Badly?
sick. He's certainly worse for wear. I'm sorry, child.
No. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And Anna, I mean, logically, he's probably still in the city, but he's like in the hold of a ship. So probably what happened, right, is the Lowest Dragon thieves like overtook him, realized their guild was shot anyway, and so grabbed him to just sell into slavery and just took off, right? So, yeah, I mean, you could just start scouring the city.
Can I investigate any, just like shady looking ships?
I mean, Anna, let's be real. I think what you need at this point is you need Audrin. Right?
No.
Like, I don't think Anna's going to be able to do this very well. I think I'm going to have to give you disadvantage on this roll because if you do it
That's
yourself,
fine.
You can try it yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Go for it.
4.
Yeah, too bad you didn't have
no.
Wow.
Yeah. So Anna just spends so like I think we see like a shot of her actually going to the right ship, but she asks all the wrong questions and she doesn't know enough about like double speak thieves can and all that stuff to know like anything. Yeah. So you pass by it.
Yeah, so I probably like do all this investigating, then I'm like, I will tell the party, but like I don't like that's not my first thought. My first thought is like I need to go help him.
Go
I need
right
to
now.
find him.
Yeah.
I need to save him.
Yeah. Cool. So anyone else? I think Audrin's the only person who has done something. Do you have a short snippet of something you want to do?
Yeah, Audrin's in our what I mean, I'm going to just kind of assume that we're doing this, but Audrin's in the new base.
Right, so that's the
Or
question.
at the very least, if nobody else is taking it, then Audrin's moving in.
Sure. The main issue here is you by yourself do not have the manpower to keep this in your own hands, right? Like it's too big. So you need to figure out.
Right, but I only need a little bit of it.
Right, but then I mean other people are going to come in and they're going to find you here, right? Like
not if I can like hide, like basically make a section of it too hidden, like just basically siphon it off from everywhere else. So
you
I
could,
block off any.
But I mean that's not much of a base though, right?
I I mean, it's a hideout for Audrin. If the rest of the party doesn't want.
So would
Yeah,
Audrin
it's
mention
fast.
to the party, like, hey, we could take over the Lotus Dragons guild house if we wanted to?
I mean, yeah, I think that's probably what Audrin would do. So
Okay, yeah. What does everybody say?
What do we do about all the spikes?
whatever we want.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Can we
do
get rid of the torture chamber? I don't like it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, we could probably do without that.
Okay, sounds good.
Do we need a whole underground?
I'll just like,
space?
well, no, but it's cool.
We haven't we just kind of been meeting at Lavinia's? I don't know. It just kind of seems like
Excessive.
asking to be attacked.
Aren't we kind of getting asked to get attacked here anyway? Wouldn't it be better if we weren't bringing people to Lavinia's house? Uncle, do they already know we're here?
Who's they?
That might not matter in that case.
Yeah, not like we're asking to be attacked because of what we're doing. We're asking to be attacked because of where we'd be inhabiting. Like if we have a secret, like a underground base, it's just like asking for some adventurers to stumble upon it and decide that they want it more than us.
Right. So the main issue I'm seeing with it, right, is it would be great if you had more people to help you with it, right? If you hired some people to like look after it while you're gone, and like that's the thing you could do. I mean, you guys are kind of loaded right now, and it's actually like hiring laborers and like normal people to do stuff for you is actually pretty inexpensive. So you could honestly like set up a fund and like pay like for the next like 200 days or whatever, like pay like a group of people to like watch it for you.
I just want to throw out there that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did just fine.
Yes, but that was the issue is there are, because the Lotus Dragons were like taking over the city, way more
Yeah,
people
yeah.
know about this
Yeah, I
place
know.
than that sort of situation. I mean, at the very least, it maybe not doesn't hurt to just check it out, right?
I just don't know that Takewee. I think Takewee would agree with Anna and be like, what do we need this for? Like, we could give it to, we could say, hey, Adamant League, like, there's like this secret base down here, like, come take it over, you know, or.
Then it's public and then people fight over
Oh,
it.
were we not supposed to tell everybody about this?
Right.
I mean, when you told Father Valentine, it's not like he like said anything in particular about like, oh, I need to tell the Dawn Council or I'm going to do this with the information.
I was just kind of like, oh, we weren't. I thought everybody was just kind of, when I gave my update.
I mean, to be fair,
The order of
well, so going on that line though, even, I mean, if the Dawn Council is being told by Lavinia what happened, they actually will probably end up finding out about it anyway.
That's true.
But from what Lavinia's been saying, she's trying to get you guys like the credit for doing all of this and like make sure that you're like properly rewarded. So honestly, like the Dawn Council might just be like, yeah, just take it, right? Like it's possible.
But and
it's possible you could go through that. It's possible you could go through that channel and actually get like official okay to like.
I'm not going to court for multiple weeks for this. Someone else.
Property law, yeah. Wade through scavengers' rights.
Yeah, so I'm not like against having it. I just don't see necessarily the purpose of us having it and putting our resources into having it. Like, to what end?
Yeah, like why?
I mean, it's kind of cool.
I like how the females are like, but why? And the men are just like, because it's cool, okay.
Excuse me.
No, by players.
Well, the male players.
I'm doing it because I'm thinking that it's a good, or like, I'm doing it because Audrin had this before and like had a base and a base of
I mean, like if
operations.
Audrin
So
wanted
in
to tell us he
character,
wants
Audrin-
to establish like
A group.
the new neighborhood watch, that's
Yeah.
something I'd be down for, but I don't know if he'd tell us that though. Like you just got to give us a reason.
Yeah. Well, and I was originally going to I had a thing where I was going to do that, but I don't think I don't think Audrin would bring up the idea right now, I guess.
I mean, do you guys at least want to like go back there and just see if there's anything you guys missed in terms of like loot or
Well,
whatever?
I mean, I think we'd want to at least look for the letters. Or look
Well,
look for anything
where
that
did
would give.
They
you're
they
right.
went and got the letters, but there was still kind of some chaos happening. So now it'd probably be a day later. It'd probably be
Okay.
empty.
And it wouldn't be like, I wouldn't make you guys dungeon crawl it, but like I could just tell you any other stuff that you're missing that might, be something you want to like.
This is Caleb's way of generously telling us,
Yes.
please go back and
Yes,
get something.
yes.
There's something
There's-
cool there that you missed.
Okay,
Then we-
you'll
yes,
you'll
we
know why.
probably-
It's not even like, oh, there's like good loot that you missed because you got all the good loot pretty much. But it's mainly just like what is the parts of the dungeon you didn't go into. I think specifically Deli might be interested.
Now we have to go.
And so yeah,
There's
I'll-
a pet.
I mean, I
we'll
don't see
probably-
a reason why we wouldn't go back and just like try
Right,
to make
like,
sure that
and,
it's
like,
like
clear
completely
it out.
clear out,
Mhm.
kind of a thing. But I don't know if there's a reason why.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the only thing like Takei would think of is like I wonder like how we could use this space like for like good like there's barracks down here. Maybe it could be like a safe house for people. But like she
Yeah.
wouldn't think like, oh, let's the four of us just take it.
Yeah.
That's not where her mind would go.
But also, if anyone's ever in danger, they can always come to the church and we can help them out.
Mhm, mhm.
Ellie just likes the idea of some place to escape.
It's
I know,
fine.
but yeah, we kind of have that though with Lavinia's Manor.
Kinda, but everyone knows we're. I feel like a lot of people know we're here.
Who are these people that you speak of?
Yeah, I don't even know who they is at this point.
Well, no, because the her brother knows we're working for her. He works for the bad guys.
Oh, Vanthus, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Vanthus knows.
But like
we're
he knew
here.
that already. I think I don't know how
already
that
knew
changes
that.
anything really.
Well, because he pretty much was saying like, well, I mean, he would know if we took over the hideout as well. So maybe
That's
it doesn't
also
make
true,
much of a
yeah.
difference.
Okay, so first thing you find is one of the parts of the dungeon you didn't go to is there's like an underground lake nearby, and there's definitely a crocodile that lives in that lake.
Crocodile!
And so apparently you figure out from the way that it's built, like apparently people are like thrown into this place to like be eaten by the crocodile if they're angered, if they anger the guild or whatever. There is also a cool like secret room over here. And Audrin, you might be interested in this. On this part of the lake, like it starts to, it's still damp over there, but like it goes up here. But like this entire like wall here looks like a cavern wall, but is actually an illusion. And there's like a whole room behind it where like there's a bunch of chairs, and apparently people like watched, to make, hey, we're going to feed this person to the crocodile, or maybe someone finds their way into the lair and they end up here, and we can shoot at them with longbows or hand crossbows through the illusion wall or whatever. But so that's the thing that exists. And so just like the thing is, like with this place, something needs to be done with it, because otherwise a new thieves guild is probably just going to move into the place and have all of this cool stuff that's like left over, right? But yeah, there's a crocodile there if Deli wants to do anything with it.
Ellie wants to cast. Oh no, I don't have speak with animals prepared. We just say I had speak with animals prepared.
And it's the next day.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do whatever. Yeah.
I would have probably would not have had as many attacky spells prepared this day. I will cast speak with animals and say hello to the crocodile.
I mean, we don't need to play out a conversation with the crocodile, but if you want to make a
Fine,
roll,
we won't then.
if you want to make a
No.
roll to have it do anything particular or become your
I just want
friend
to
or
talk
whatever,
to the crocodile and try and befriend it.
make a persuasion or animal handling. Because you can talk to it, you can make a persuasion if you want to. But yeah, 17's fine. The crocodile is your friend. I mean,
Crocodile's
honestly,
my friend.
if you just give the crocodile food, it's basically your friend at that point because like it's just hungry. It's just been sitting.
He's a big boy.
But you also note, Deli, that like it actually has no way to get out of this lake. It's like an underground lake that doesn't really go anywhere. So like if you right, but like there's no like all the like there's like secret doors that lead out of this place, but only secret doors. Like so the crocodile is kind of stuck in here unless you let it out.
Can we like it's my friend now? I can just bring it out with
Deli
us?
can just lead it out, yeah. Do you want to just lead it out to the like the bay so it can go and swim free?
I mean, not swim free. It's a freaking crocodile.
I mean, there are crocodiles all over the place. You're in Africa.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
True. Sure, yeah.
Free Willy! Free Crocky.
I just figured that Deli would at least want to make sure that the animals in this place are safe.
Wait. Is there
Just gonna laugh because he's gonna like set the crocodile free, and then like off in the distance, like a few minutes later, we just hear ah!
Yeah, someone going for a swim just gets eaten. Yeah.
Hey, he said there are crocodiles everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you also have the Idixichittles, those like weird, evil talking manta ray things. If you go back into that dock area, they like talk to you, and they're just like, "So you destroyed the guild that paid us. What are you gonna pay us now?"
No. You were mean.
Do you literally just want to?
Am I the only one they can talk to?
No, they can talk to anyone. They have a language. Yeah.
Yeah. What do we do about them?
Are they demons?
You know what? They actually are. Wait.
My gosh.
Let me check.
Let's befriend them.
That actually
we must ruin Takewee.
That might not be true. I'll double check. They might actually be aberrations. Let me check. Yes, sorry, they're aberrations.
Okay.
All right.
Let's kill them.
Because I was like, let's just get into combat right now. Wrap it up.
They do speak Abyssal though, which I think is how you talk to them in the first place.
That's how I talked to them last time.
I actually can't talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to say to him? Do you just want to say like, "Get out of here"? No one's going to pay you anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and then they accept that. They're just like, "Okay, fine, bye." They don't really need convincing or whatever. They're I mean, they're not just going to stick around for someone to like come and attack them because the place is open now. So they're just like, "Okay, we're going to go find someone else to pay us for something. Bye."
It makes sense if they don't have anyone there to pay them. Why would they stick around?
Mm-hmm. You also find a bunch of sea caves that connect to the guild hall. And inside you find
who is that?
That's not what I meant to do. You find a bunch of 3 giant spiders. They aren't the same kind of spiders as the one you fought. They're like lesser versions of that. But they're holed up in there. And there is, let me find this.
I've realized the problem of having a character who loves animals and likes to talk to them, but has a low charisma score.
Yeah. There's also a skeleton in that chamber.
Meh.
Someone that was eaten by the spider in the past.
Is it like a sentient skeleton, or it's just a
yeah? It's probably like a halfling or something.
No, but like, is it a like?
No. It's a dead skeleton. It's not it's not a.
You mentioned it's
undead. It's not undead.
Yeah, I think Takewee like shivers at spiders now. She's like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean, do you do anything? Because again, they're like kind of just stuck in the cave. It looks like, I mean, they were probably fed by the guild.
We could just let them die.
If they stay here, they're just gonna die. But I assume.
Is there any way to is there even a way for us to get them out? It doesn't look like they could fit.
Oh yeah, I mean, they can squeeze. They're spiders. They can climb on walls.
Wants to try releasing them, but part of me doesn't want to get into an hour combat section.
Well, I was gonna say you could also try to sell them, but I know Deli wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't sell them. She also doesn't. She also knows that they're very strong. I mean, actually, did we level up since then?
No, we're just still level 3.
You're still level 3, no.
No, but were we level 3 when we fought them last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, especially since I didn't prepare combat spells because I figured, we're not adventuring right now. So,
and you're not, really. The only issue is the thing with the crocodile is like it's very easy to just like get the crocodile go into the water. With a spider, like you're gonna basically have to like lead the spiders into the city and then into the jungle for them to like. So I don't know what Deli wants to do. Just leave them.
Your brother was mean to me. Not happening. Because
I believe I tried to talk to the other spider.
You did,
and it didn't work out
not
very
work,
well.
No.
your brother was mean to me. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with you at this point.
So you just leave him in the cave.
Yeah, what else we're gonna, like you said, we literally have like maybe that conversation happens of like Deli's like, we need to set him free. Like, what are we gonna do? Lead him through the city into the forest? She goes, fine.
Yeah. The one thing to note though is when you look into the room, you do see that the skeleton, that like leftover skeleton, has stuff on it. So like they might have gear or loot.
The skeleton.
Jordan's character option has a chance. Right?
I don't.
Yeah. He's a.
I mean, yes. I guess.
Yeah, Mage Hand. It was just never a thing that was relevant for Otsubai.
Audrey, make a perception.
Literally never
make
was
a perception
useful.
check, Audrey. See if you notice what you would need to use Mage Hand to get. Like that would be valuable. You're muted.
You're muted.
I said, watch it be a good perception check. That's totally what I said.
There you go, 18. Yeah, so I think we just see Audrey like use his Mage Hand to like slowly get this stuff off of the skeleton, and yeah, you find some fun little magic items.
Woo!
You find a regular gold ring worth 240 GP. That's not magical. You also find a ring of jumping and a brooch of shielding.
What's that do?
A brooch of shielding absorbs magic missiles.
Magic missiles.
Is that all it does?
Let me actually like find the.
Because if it like
while wearing this brooch, you have resistance to force damage, and you have immunity to damage from the magic missile spell.
It's not as fun as it.
Yeah. So, and then ring of jumping can do jumping.
Wow.
Which means while wearing this ring, you can cast the jump spell from it as a bonus action at will, but you can target only yourself when you do so. So there you go.
Actually, let me check something. I don't know if any of these items would count for the collectors.
Yeah, I don't know if they would. You also find that in these sea caves, there's like a bunch of urchins, and they were probably, farming urchin poison from them, which you could also do if you wanted to keep this place. Other than that, I think that might be it that you find. Let me.
So we're giving the jump ring to Anna, right?
I mean, clearly.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, it makes the most sense. I think she's the most
Jumpity.
Yeah, jumpity.
Okay, it's already in my inventory. You guys can't take it back.
What if I'm not sure if the brooch of how good is that brooch of shielding?
Anna,
I mean-
A-double-N-A gur.
Have force damage is not bad.
And
I mean,
you
it's
need a magic missile.
Well, here's my thought. One, we haven't. Well, I mean, granted, just this time we haven't run into a lot of people who even use magic missile. Two, what even does force damage? There's no like Sith or Jedi.
There's not a whole lot. It's mostly like Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, that's what I'm not saying it's useless. I'm just saying this is kind of not extremely helpful.
Not saying it's useless. I'm just also not saying it's useful.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just saying, like, you all should just let me eat it.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But yes, I should kind of want to eat it.
That's fair.
Honestly,
I don't care. I'm looking at my shiny new ring that I know can make me jump so far.
Like if someone wants to actually, does the brooch of shielding, does that require attunement?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Oh,
I feels like such a waste of an attunement slot.
it does.
In the ring of jumping,
Yeah.
Item, it doesn't say like there's any sort of like like limit or like charges or anything, so I can just like use it as
At
much as I
will
want.
as a bonus action. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Your girl is jumping everywhere.
I know.
The one sad thing is like given to me, like I already do have many bonus actions that I can take.
Yeah.
So that's the only loss giving it to me, as in like other classes like don't have bonus actions.
you
I'm
have
just
the
gonna
best
say it
movement,
now
it
while
makes
I'm
the most
thinking
sense.
about it, because I'm probably gonna say it too much if I don't. Whoa there, Tiger. Get it? Because Tigger and he bounces. Okay, I'm done.
Gurno in chat says, in before disintegrate happens and death occurs in about 55 sessions because you gave up the approach of shielding.
Is disintegrate force damage?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That did become relevant last time.
It did. Yep.
It is the only time it would have been relevant.
That'd be pretty funny if it happens.
I mean, it's the
If
kind of
only
thing.
we had kept the approach of shielding.
Here's the thing. I feel like it is the kind of thing that would be okay to keep on us. Like Alyssa said, if anything, it's a thing that Deli could eat.
Yeah.
To like go wild.
Oh, no, it would either be one of us takes it and uses it, or you eat it. I don't think this is something we'd sell.
Well, but Deli usually like eats something for a purpose at a specific time, not just eats it to eat it, right? In terms of her like actual mechanics of the spell. So honestly, Deli could just keep it attuned to it for now, and then if she wanted to eat it in the future, she can just eat it.
Yeah,
right. To get power ups. So
it's also just like
it's pretty.
It's fine. I'm okay with Deli having it.
But yeah, so that, I mean, the rest of the...
It also means... It's also useful, sorry, because
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can currently cast Magic Missile.
Also true.
And so if it got turned back on me, that would be helpful.
But yeah, so the rest of the guild house, it looks like it's been ransacked. Like the only reason you found this thing of treasure is because no one's going to try to... I mean, they probably didn't even know the skeleton was here because nobody goes here because they just feed people to the spiders and nobody wants to go there. But yeah, it looks like everything else is pretty much been ransacked at this point.
What do we want to do with the gold ring? Do we want to split that or add that to party gold?
Party gold. We already got a lot of gold right now. Do we? I mean,
party gold and then use party gold to like buy healing potions.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty much what we're using party gold for at this point.
Like maybe we could get like one other like.
Yeah, there's another magic item or something that would be useful for the party. Yeah.
The only thing that I was looking at for the party that I was thinking about buying that I think could be useful, sending stones. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
I was like, we should buy sending stones.
Oh my gosh. Very helpful. I mean, we were thinking the exact same thing. So I feel like
it's only 350 GP for a pair.
Yeah.
So do we just get one pair? Right? I don't know that there'd be a need for 2 pairs.
Yeah, I mean, if you're splitting the party into more than 2 groups, there's something that's gone wrong.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I think if we just do 1 pair of sending stones from party gold.
Okay, let's do that then. So that one was 350, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're so in sync right now,
to look through the magic items apparently more.
We are.
The only thing I saw was Slippers of Spider Claim, which are fun.
I might buy some night vision goggles.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only thing like we would
goggles
do
of night.
Just thinking Anna like jumping around with her night vision goggles. What is this? Dungeons and Dragons. That's the answer to the question. Yeah,
that is the correct answer. We would want to talk to the bard.
There's a periaptive wound.
Yeah.
Muriel, yes.
Hey, Alyssa, there's a periaptive wound closure.
Thanks.
I know that you said wound closure, but I thought you said womb closure.
Oh
no. What did you say? Just say, Alyssa, about? Oh, talking to Muriel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she says like, oh, you free to do the mission now?
Well, how long do we have before we have to meet Banthus? You said a week or 2.
A week, probably. Yeah.
How long is this mission going to take?
So, in terms of like how far
I'm just mostly
away,
asking as a party.
Yeah, I know.
Player.
As far as like how far away Kraken's Cove is, like so how much time you need to like take to get there. It's like 40 miles away as the bird flies, but like 60 miles along the coastline. So it's gonna take like, so it depends on how you try to travel there, but like.
But how many miles as the monk jumps?
At the most, it's probably going to take like 5 days, but it would probably end up taking maybe 2 days if you got fast like travel on a boat or something. So you basically have like maybe, depending on how you decide to try to go there, half a week maybe to do some stuff. So like only a few days, but enough to do the mission that she's talking about.
Well, right, but I also have to recover though. That's the problem.
How long do you need to recover?
Now I need 3 days. I need 3 more days to like be totally normal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would do a mission like totally wounded.
That's fine. I can just the time limit is kind of just arbitrary. I want to give you the chance to do that mission, so we can say it's like a week and a half. Like basically, I wanted the time in between to go with the speed of plot, right? Like just enough time to do one side mission.
Okay.
Basically, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I want to talk to her about taking the mission.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and she just begins. I'll give you a teaser for it, but basically she says, "There's a valuable shipment of some incredibly valuable magic items that the Adamant League wants to requisition for themselves. Of course, who is shipping the item but the verdict themselves." And then we just like fade out. So basically,
you mean I get to screw over the verdict?
You get to steal some powerful magic items from the verdict.
Let's go.
The plan. So apparently there's like a shipment coming into like a secret warehouse and you have to like intercept the shipment. So
are they abusers of magic items, or would this make us abusers of magic items?
If you were to ask Takui that question, she would be like, yes, they are.
Yes, they are. They're terrible
abusers
people.
of everything.
I wonder if there are any magic items that they will have on that shipment that we will have seen before.
What are you implying? Oh, right, because it's the verdict, and yeah, I might be. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
probably not, but.
Well, because
I'm just saying, I have no idea what happened to the super dream, the dream sword, or the one, the wish sword.
Yeah. Dawnfire, yeah.
I don't know what happened to that or any of the other magic items that any of us had.
Who knows? Maybe one will show up.
Jordan, one thing of note, I was looking through the list of magic items, and one thing you could buy for 450 GP, I believe, is an immovable rod.
There you go.
How many healing potions would you guys like? We have 740 gold left from party gold.
We could probably talk about that next time.
I mean, if we all just like want one potion, then I just, it's quick math.
For now, yeah, let's just do one
potion.
One
potion seems fine.
Okay, so perfect. Everyone put one potion.
For now. Okay.
Yeah.
Just for now.
Yeah, yeah, so we're setting up the stuff for next time, getting foreshadowing and stuff. Anna, you were gonna ask about Juno. Or you're gonna tell them about Juno.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you say?
I just kind of say, I know we've been busy clearing out the head on and everything, but I don't know if you guys remember somebody who kind of really helped us the whole time and how he's kind of
incompetent,
not with us now. And did anybody else even care that he hasn't?
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I just figured that like he ran off and like
to do his own things. Yeah.
I figured if anybody would be worried, it'd be Audrin because they were kind of friends.
Well, here's the thing. He's hurt and sick and in a cage in a boat. And I don't know. I tried to look for him and I couldn't find him.
Does Audrey have anything to say about this turn of events?
That's why I'm like, and
I was waiting
to see if anybody's gonna add anything or just
Juno's will
have
be
to flat out
fine.
ask people to help.
Yeah.
So she mentioned that he was like hurt and stuff. Okay. Audrin, I think Audrin says, well, for Juno, normally that's a typical Tuesday, but it's being that you said he's on a boat, we should probably look into it.
Yeah, he's in a cage on a boat.
Audrin, do you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah.
See if you can track it down.
And I use my inspiration.
I can give you a bardic.
I mean, might as well.
Should,
Just do both.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, right? I'll just say, like, all right, Audrin, you got this. Let's find him.
all right. I will use my inspiration and they'll make sure I
Mhm.
have the bardic. So that's investigation, you said?
Yeah.
Boop.
Okay, add
Yeah, this will matter.
D6.
Might as well roll it. I mean, it's only 10 minutes.
19.
19.
Not. I said the DC is 20. I'm so sorry. So I think what we see, right, is Audrin, you try as hard as you can, and you track down the boat, and you're like, you take a look at like a schedule that someone that you pilfer from someone, and you're like, the boat leaves in like 2 minutes, and like we see a rush to get to that boat, and you only see it leaving. So Juno's out there somewhere being sold into slavery or something. And you might be able to track him down later, but for now he's gone out of your reach. Unless you want to steal a boat right now and go after him.
I was going to say, is there a rowboat salesman nearby?
You're not going to be able to catch it in a rowboat, but
what if
What if one of us jumps?
what if I run really fast and jump along the coastline and go so fast?
Gotta go fast.
So
not how jumping works in D&D.
Yeah. Given the way, you know what, Anna, I'll let you try. So given the fact that you are a monk and you can run super fast, and the fact that you have this jumping thing, I will let you attempt to run through the city and get to Tavoris Arch here and try to jump off of it onto the boat somehow, right?
Yes.
So make an athletics check for me, and you can do it.
Okay, would it not be acrobatics as I'm jumping through the city?
It's going to be athletics because this is way more about speed, right? It's not about fancy jumping until you get. First, you need to roll athletics, then you need to roll acrobatics.
As she's running, I just say, "Go get him!
Yeah,
you got this." I give you my last bardic.
There goes Lightning McQueen.
I am going to use my inspiration for this athletics check because I have much more faith in my acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Athletics. Here we go.
Oh no, that's so depressing.
Okay. 15.
Ooh. I think 15 is good enough to make a very difficult acrobatics check, right?
Okay.
So I think this is what we see, right? Audrin, you guys are rushing to get there as the ship leaves, right? And Audrin's just standing there oh no, and he's just depressed and just standing there just oh, I can't do anything. And Anna's already going, right? She's already running, jumping, twisting through the city, and everyone's oh, what are you? And then we see Anna climb up this giant arch. So there used to be a bridge, right? That crosses this, connects these parts of the city. But it got destroyed a long time ago, and they just stopped rebuilding it after it kept getting destroyed. And so we see Anna get to the top of this arch thing here, and this is the boat right here, right? And she has to time this well enough that because you have the ring of jumping, so this is definitely feasible, but you have to do it so you're not going to land on the deck because you'll die if you do that, but do it so you could grab the rigging or something, right? And swing on a rope and then eventually make it down. But yeah, it's going to be difficult. So acrobatics.
Yes. Would it be helpful if I drink a potion of climbing?
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's going to save you some time.
Okay.
It'll make it
I'm
less
drinking my potion of climbing.
Yeah, so we
So I
just
have a
see
climb
Anna like Spider-Man off the arch here.
Yes. So now I have a climb speed. I have an advantage on athletics checks that have to do with climbing.
Very nice.
But I also have a climb speed if that it's helpful for things.
Yep.
Okay. But now I just actually have to make a good roll, which makes me nervous.
You could also try to tell us something about Anna to get some advantage.
Who do you think I am? Any of the other players?
It really just depends on if you actually care about this guy. Just saying.
I care. I care about the dice and what they tell me. 11.
An 11.
And see, even if I told you something, wouldn't have mattered.
It's true.
The dice told me.
It's true. So, Anna, do you even make the jump? Up to you. What do you want?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I have this bad acrobatics, can I make the jump and then I just like get very injured from it?
I think I don't know. You got like an 11. That's not like complete failure.
Probably just like fall in the water.
Yeah, that's what I think, right? Like we see Anna like do this awesome, like she climbs up the arch, runs, just takes a diving leap off the bridge, and we just see it's very. I think I'm thinking like Into the Spider-Verse levels of like kind of weird cinematography where like upside down and she's just like falling, and you just miss the mast by like inches. And then you course correct and do like a swan dive right into the water. But like it hurts and like you're disoriented and you barely get to shore and you just see this ship sailing off into the distance.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
But I definitely like try and memorize everything about this ship.
Got it. Okay. Make it an intelligence save.
Okay.
See how well you do on that.
11.
Well, I mean, you don't picture perfect memorize it or anything, but you note whatever details you can see from your blurry, watery vision.
Does the ship have a name?
As the tears run into your eyes. I don't think you catch the name with an 11.
Can
probably.
I also, or
actually,
can Audrin...
You know what?
Nobody else is here.
That should have been a perception check. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that instead.
Oh, even worse.
Is there a boat?
Critical failure. Yeah, I don't think you see.
Where'd the boat go? You probably like land in the water and get so disoriented.
I can't see without my goggles.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a pretty generic looking boat. It's really difficult to figure out to even remember any distinguishing features on it. So Juno might be lost.
Spend the next hour, climbing around. Because I can.
Because you have the ring of jumping and the potion of climbing, yeah.
Yeah.
So
but I'm sad about it.
Yeah, so sad. Jordan, you said you were
sorry, guys. I lost us an ally.
It's all good. You tried. You're the only one who tried. So,
well, I'm going to.
It's not that I don't care. It's just that I was just like I figured he either disappeared or if we were really concerned about it, Audrin would say something.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I had no idea what happened. I was dead. So
yeah,
I'm going to try to figure out where it's going, based on
just like guess. Yeah.
Well, yeah, based on just everything that I know about ships, and whatever the logs that I read were, and like all.
Yeah,
and then also like kind of trying to also jot down notes about the ship and.
Right.
See what details I can.
Make a water vehicles proficiency test with intelligence to guess like where it's going.
Okay. Can I suggest that that you could potentially reveal afterwards if I have advantage because it might be related to my past? And maybe
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can keep that in the back of our minds.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. 18.
Okay.
You certainly have a good guess as to where it's going. Let me see if I
The place where Vanthus is?
You know,
Ah?
of course, yeah. That's the easy way. I mean, yeah, Kraken's Cove is obviously a smuggler's cove, so that seems like the obvious answer, right? Is slavery of just like anyone isn't necessarily legal. There's like, the African slave trade is kind of a thing right now historically, but like you're still gonna typically want to do like, this kind of under the radar, more or less. So Kraken's Cove, once you hear about it or read about it in the letters, it's an easy guess to make. And I think just by looking at the logs, you're like, they don't have enough provisions to go anywhere else. Like that seems like the way they're going, and they're gonna like stock up there. Yeah. But yeah, you can make a perception test then, real quick, to see if you can memorize the vehicle or the ship itself and like what it looks like. Nope, nothing there. Cool.
Then I think Audrin just like after everybody regroups, I think Audrin just mentions, I think I know where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is we were probably already going there anyway. And that's also the bad news.
That is a great foreshadowing. This episode has been great for foreshadowing. So the last thing I want to do.
That's what the last episode of the season is supposed to be.
Yep. And you guys are falling into it wonderfully. Thank you. The last thing I want to do is we get the Lavinia comes back to you guys, right, and says, okay, I talked with the Dawn Council. They are on board with this. I convinced them that like this was a serious threat, and once they got the documents, they knew it was. Like it's pretty obvious at this point. The Cordero family is in trouble. They're gonna have to. I mean, they're probably gonna eventually be able to get out of it with the amount of money they have, but like they're gonna have to spend a lot of money to get out of it.
It's gonna be hard for them to recover.
It's gonna be hard for them to recover one way or another.
I'll never financially recover from this.
Yeah. She says no one's heard from Rosalia. She disappeared. She could be maybe hiding in the manor and her mom's like covering for her, but it seems pretty it seems like the mom doesn't even know where she is right now. But yeah, so she explains all that to you, and then she says, I heard you all talking about the guild house and what to do with it. So I brought that up to the Dawn Council, and they said it makes the most sense to just have the Sunrise District take it over. I could press the issue if you wanted me to. And she looks at Audrin.
Audrin shakes his head. As long as someone else is taking it over so it doesn't become overrun, we're fine.
I think the Sunrise District, once the corruption was weeded out, after the Dawn Council figured out what was going on under the Sunrise Watch's notice, I think some good men are going to put it to use, serving the city instead of serving selfish people.
It's got a good place for a crocodile. It also has some spiders in there. Big ones.
I'll make sure that the people who go there know that. And I think she looks at you, Audrin, and with a wisdom that you weren't sure that she had, like she's obviously paying attention to snippets of conversation she's heard. She says, I know that it's not exactly what you would have wanted for that place. You have a different world you come from. And
keep talking and I might have to kill you. No,
and she says, I just want you to know that you don't have to stay in that world forever. And then she kind of like blushes if she's like regretting what she said, and then she kind of like turns away and looks like Takui probably, and just like continues with her report. And she says, the Dawn Council did want me to cordially invite you to a banquet and dance that they're holding in a few days. It was how should she say this?
Do you like electropop?
That was pretty good. That was funny. She says
some bell bottoms.
She says there was a typically we do this sort of thing once a month or once a quarter, but they've sort of commandeered this month's banquet, and they're kind of throwing it in your honor, actually. Caesar Dantus, the I probably got the name wrong. No, yeah, I got it right. Caesar Dantus, the head of the council, is going to present you with the Spire of Calabar, the highest award that the city can give. It will certainly boost your reputation, if nothing else. If you don't want that kind of notice, I can always ask them to call it off, but they seem to want to thank you for what you did, even if it was kind of accidental. You showed your true character in doing something that wasn't necessarily part of your job description.
I think Takewee looks at the rest of the group and just says, I personally don't need recognition, especially since, and she kind of, jokes, and she's like, since I was, well, not around for a lot of it. So I'd be happy to leave that up to the rest of my team.
Yeah, I mean, and I think Audra more than anyone else knows what that sort of thing would mean, right? It would definitely boost your reputation, and you'd be able to get places in Calabar, but it would also close off certain channels. Like if you took this step, Audra, and you personally, a lot of the backdoor channels would start to close to you, because you'd be like, oh yeah, you're part of the Dawn Council now. You're a big city guy.
And people that are maybe looking for me would have an easier.
Also true. Yeah.
So.
But you also know, I mean, all of you know this, because you've lived here, it would be definitely an insult to the city. You might make inadvertent enemies of the city by refusing to take the honor.
I just kind of am like, I think I need to at least accept this.
Yes. Certainly.
Based on my position in the monastery and everything, think it would
Father
be
Valentine would insist.
I think it would be very shameful if I did not accept this.
I got it. We just get stand-ins for those of us that don't want to go.
Yeah.
Takewee doesn't mind going. She just doesn't, part of her still also doesn't feel like she deserves it, if that makes sense. So she's like, I'll accept it, but it's really more of my team's decision.
How long does the transformation thing last, Caleb?
The
transformation.
The what?
For my armor?
Oh,
you can you can do it whenever, and it lasts for as long as you want.
So what you're saying is I could go as disguised and then present this.
Sure, you could weirdly go in a disguise and not show your face, and people would be very confused.
Well, and then I don't have to be Audryn. I can be
so the armor can't change your face. It changes your clothing. It's literally the clothing itself you can change your outfit.
So how did I disguise as an old man?
You'd use disguise self, the spell. Pretty sure. You didn't get that chain shirt until you went into the dungeon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had disguise self.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
But you could also go as disguise. You could disguise self yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not permanent.
Yeah.
How long is that? An hour?
It's an hour, right?
hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I mean, if some of us are going, it might just be something where Audryn just makes or maybe, I don't know. Basically, Audryn's going to need to find a way to get out of it.
As will Deli, honestly. She also does not want to draw attention to herself. Caleb's doing this on purpose.
We could say that it's that.
I'm just trying to give you guys a reward.
It's so we could say that the two representatives of our party went,
which is called
Audryn's Angels.
That's the issue too.
Yeah,
but if
we're talking about the two representatives of the party are Audryn and Takewee.
But the Dawn Council doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, I know. So I think
I mean, I think Takewee's fine with going. I think she's fine with going.
And
Besides,
I would say like, Takewee, no, like you deserve this honor too, if that's what's holding you back.
I think she just like chuckles and she just says, Lavinia, you're gonna have to teach me how to dance.
Yeah. She giggles, which is like the first time you've heard her do that, because she's usually very prim and proper. Like you just catch her off guard because she has like it seems like she's thinking of something and like laughs at it, and she just says, I have a very handsome dance teacher I could set you up with.
Takeaway's just like
I wouldn't say.
Do we
no
get
to
plus
this.
ones to this event?
Yes, you get a plus one for every roll.
So you're gonna invite what's his face, the ranger guy?
Yeah. If we get
Ranger
plus
boy.
ones, I would invite
Whatever his name is. Yeah, I don't even
Also,
remember.
can we just acknowledge the fact that it's like,
Yeah.
Juno might die? Also, we're going to go to a ball.
Whoa. Am I not allowed to be a complex person with multiple thoughts at once? Is that what you're trying to tell me? This is very rude.
I mean, yeah, you could just say that like we accept the invitation, but two of our members
Value their
have
privacy.
other business to attend.
I mean,
to. Like we don't want to.
To be entirely
offend.
fair, I don't even think Lavinia like told them like, yeah, there are 4 people and here are all their abilities. Like you could just go as you two and then not say anything, and maybe people just assume you're the only 2 in the group.
Yeah. Or
Sure.
assume you're the 2 that are like,
Yeah, you could probably just not say anything,
yeah.
and people wouldn't question it necessarily. From what Lavinia tells you.
Or if we both brought plus ones, then they might
That's
assume
fair.
that they're part of
Yeah,
the group.
that's fair.
I don't know who I'd bring though. I guess Lavinia would be my plus one, or maybe if this dance teacher is
Lavinia is part
really
of the
hot.
council
like,
as a that's true.
Bring
Well,
Gith.
Yeah, you bring the
No.
Kenku. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to
you
bring the
could bring-
Kenku.
You could bring Deacon Ross, the cool paladin
Deacon
guy.
Ross.
Know who you could bring if you
You
really
didn't
wanted
show me
to?
a picture of him. I
I'm
think
gonna
I need
get
a
a picture.
picture to really
I'm gonna get
know.
one. Don't worry. No, he is handsome though. I didn't really describe him a whole
They're
lot.
all
but
handsome.
He's handsome. Well, yes, because everyone in Calabar is handsome. That's the thing.
I don't know.
So
Isn't
one
he
last
like
thing.
really private?
I mean, you can. I don't think you know anything about him. You make a history check. Maybe you know the name.
Well, I asked you that. You said no, you didn't. I asked
Well,
if I could make a history check on him earlier.
And then I started making his character sheet. So make it now. Yeah, I know a little bit more about him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, could I argue that like I like talked to him for a little bit, and then like maybe I tried to like do some research like in like the Adamant
You
League
take
like
advantage.
about
Yep.
him and whatnot.
that's
Okay,
fine.
cool. And like a couple days after, like, okay,
You're fine. Take advantage.
Okay, so
17.
Caleb,
Mhm.
now that I'm thinking about it, is there legends of French hunchback?
Oh, the
Better-
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because those stories would be about 100 years old now, maybe, if they had actually happened.
Well, they actually happened. So yeah, sure, probably.
If they happened, I was saying.
Yeah.
It's set in Paris during the 15th century.
I mean, is that story like an actual like French myth or legend or something, or is it just like a Disney thing?
I'm pretty sure it's based on
I
not
assume
a
it
true
is,
story,
right?
but I think it's based on like
An
some
actual story. Yeah.
folklore.
Google
Sure,
it.
it exists.
Is a French Gothic novel by Victor
okay.
Hugo,
Perfect.
published in 1831.
Okay, so,
so
no, because it's I don't think that.
The book hasn't been published yet, and that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
It was set in the 1500s, but the book itself has not been written.
One last note that I'll make before I give you that history thing about just to entice you further, Audrin and Deli, if you did want to go. They will give you the Spire of Calabar if you go. If you don't go, they won't give you the Spire of Calabar, which is an amulet that grants you advantage on persuasion checks made in Calabar. Just like straight, always get advantage on any persuasion check you make in Calabar. So you will not get this special item if you don't go.
Does it require attunement?
No, it's not a magic item. It's just a item that has this feature about it.
Basically, it's kind of like having like a badge, right? Where people are like,
yeah, literally, you're like, oh, you're important.
Yeah.
Audrin doesn't want people to think he's important.
Yeah. I love how. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Deli doesn't want to be found.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, if Deli ends up going, if being enticed by that, then it would be funny because then only Audrin of Audrin's Angels does not go.
Only his angels.
Only his angels. Yeah.
I'll have to think about that.
I mean, Charlie and Charlie's Angels never does anything.
Yeah,
I'll honestly have to think about that because the problem is I don't have the 0 to charisma already.
Yeah.
Advantage isn't always that helpful.
Well, yeah, especially when you're not going to be making the rolls yourself.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah.
So what it is it gives you advantage on all
persuasion checks made in Calabar.
All persuasion checks made in Calabar. And does it function by you present this thing?
It's if you're wearing it, basically. Yeah.
Okay. So, but you can't be like wearing it and then
underneath. It's not magical, so you would have they would have to see it. Yeah.
The fact that it's not magical also doesn't entice.
That's fair. Yeah. If it was magical, maybe. Yeah.
I might go if somebody could take me as a +1.
Oh, hey, that's actually a way to do it. Yeah. That makes sense, right?
But then
you still wouldn't get
want to get the spire though.
That's fair.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I'm assuming this is happening.
No, because why would they give it to somebody who's just a guest?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Hey, wait. Can't we say like, hey, can we get stuff for our 2 other people that come?
No.
Then you're going to draw attention to the fact that 2 people didn't come, right?
Yeah.
Which is rude.
I'm fine with not having the charisma.
Okay. Yep. I just want to make sure you had all the details. So,
is this going to be happening this session or next session?
I don't think we need to play out anything at it necessarily, unless you guys want to.
It's like kind of one.
I mean, I feel like it would be a fitting start.
Seems like Emily wants to.
It's the start of the
Emily
season
wants to talk to
Carrick. That's fine. Yeah, we can start season 2 with that ball.
The party.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's the perfect, like you start it with that and then, oh no, something happened that went wrong at the party. And then
here's my question, Caleb. What kind of, and maybe Deli would ask like this, like what kind of people would be there?
Lots of noble people. Right. It's mainly just noblemen and noblewomen.
Noblemen?
There'd probably be like merchants, performers and stuff, right?
Deli does not want to go.
I figured.
Entertainers.
But yeah, so Takui, on your history there, when you look up the name, like you didn't recognize it yourself. Well, you look up the name, he actually has like a knighthood in like England. So it doesn't seem like he lives there currently. Like he actually lives in Calabar right now, but like he was an important person back wherever he came from. So he is like an actual like sir, like he's a knighted individual. But yeah, apparently he's in Calabar working. Yeah. So he
So he'd know how to dance.
If you invited him, I mean, yeah, literally. Like if you literally talked to him and invited him to this, like he'd probably like be like, oh yeah, I'm a noble. I mean, sure. And then maybe he wouldn't like accept, but like he would know what to do, and it wouldn't be like odd.
Right. Well, let me like show me a pic. Like I want to see this like dance teacher. Like how well does he like you know
the dance
actually,
teacher? I don't know. I don't know.
You're the one who gave us this character.
All right.
That's what we have to look forward to next season.
The dance teacher is pretty boy handsome and like genteel handsome. Deacon Ross is like rough handsome, right? Like a rugged handsome.
And you just know which one I prefer, Caleb.
Yes, I know you do.
Okay.
So we've got what? Fabio versus Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. Yeah. Except not as Sylvester Stallone is like
except
a bit extra though, right? Like he's much more socially put together than Sylvester Stallone.
I don't know. I guess I could go ask him what's the worst that could happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Oh, no.
As soon as I introduced that character, I was definitely introducing it as a possible romance option for you, Takewee. 100%.
Oh, Deacon Ross.
Yeah.
Do I use my session inspiration on this? I don't know. Is it that important? Probably not. Okay.
Emily says it is.
Emily's like, yeah, use that persuasion.
This is the main part.
I mean,
of
you could probably look if he says no, you can probably still go with the dance teacher though, and they would say, so it's like, I mean, yeah, it's fine either way.
I don't need a +1. I just figured that would be like the, I don't know.
Audrey's going to be sad you didn't ask him to be your +1.
Well, he doesn't want to go, period. So why would I ask him?
I mean, he might want to go as a +1 just to like snoop.
I figured if she's just like, well, he doesn't want to go, then he doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying, you are in a video game and you have the romance options available to you. Who do you choose to flirt with?
I guess I'm going with Deacon Ross.
Go ahead. Roll that persuasion check.
Do I use persuasion?
I think you should.
No.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Good thing you did it.
Good thing I did. Wow.
Yeah, 20. Yep, a 20 is certainly good enough for Deacon Ross. So he's like intrigued, right? He's like, it's not, and for him, it's not because he's used to nobility stuff. He doesn't see it as like and maybe Takewee doesn't even intend it as like a romantic thing necessarily. It's just like, I need a +1. Do you want to go to this party with me? And he's just like, sure, yeah. There's all sorts of fun conversations I could have with like the nobility of Calabar to get some things to learn some interesting things about the politics of the region. So yeah, he graciously accepts.
Wonderful, because I need a good dance partner, and I saw that you are like a knight in England, so I figured you'd probably have some of those skills.
Yeah, he raises an eyebrow like, oh, you looked me up? Like,
I mean, if I'm going to be working for you guys, I want to have some information.
I suppose
Wouldn't you?
So. All right, Takewee, I will go with you to the banquet.
Very good.
And don't worry about the dancing thing. All you'll have to do is follow me. And he gives you like a charming smile.
Okay.
And unless there's like a last minute end credit scene style thing you guys want to do, I think maybe that's.
I mean, I'm assuming Carrick doesn't have to be persuaded to go with me.
Yeah, no, he'll go with you for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I mean, like, just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to presume.
One thing I will just ask is, is this the kind of thing that how long would this event be?
I mean, several
5
hours.
days.
Huh?
Several hours. An evening. Yeah.
Okay. So not 2 wild shapes worth of spider.
Well, I was going to say, well, if you two aren't even coming, then like, is this something we should save for like next session? Just because it's like, I know it's late, but it's just
no, that's what we're doing. Yeah. We'll open season 2 with the banquet.
And I will,
because it sounds like at the very least Emily wants to like interact with people, and that's fine. Like in the first campaign I did of this, like we did have a more extended thing there. I just didn't necessarily have a plan for it today. But if we're pushing it off till season 2, I can make up all sorts of things. Yeah,
it's true. Cool. It could be one of those things.
It seems like a good thing to start off the season with.
Yeah. I do have like a maybe post credits thing or something.
Yep.
Or Audrin is going to be tinkering with his bracelet thing, his magic bracelet.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Just as like a foreshadowing of like, I'm gonna keep making cool stuff in the future, or like something specific.
Well, and I think like the line he closes. I think like what is it like the camera's like zooming in and it's like him. He's got like little goggles on or something.
Yeah, of course.
And he says, I've tried it everyone else's way, and I'm not going to let anyone fall because of my what's the word? Not inferiority.
Competence.
Yeah, incompetence. Thank you. I'm not going to let anybody fall because of my incompetence ever again. And when he says that, you just see like the blade like pop out, and it's got the poison dip, like it's like automatically already got the poison on.
Nice. Sweet. Yeah. There you go. Thus ends season 1 of Terra Invicta. Good stuff, y'all. Fun session. Lots more happened than I expected to happen in the session, honestly. But I'm about it. So in the weeks to come, we will be doing some one-shots and stuff as we wait for Alyssa to have a baby. And we'll be back with Terra Invicta Season 2 at a later date. Until then, look out for some fun one-shots coming up. And we'll sign off, do a patron after-show thing to round out the season. And catch you on the flippity-flip. Adios.